Hello everyone. In this video, we will read the Ball poem by John Berryman. We all have memories. Apart from human, certain things are also dear to us because of the memories attached to them. In this video, a boy has lost his ball and he is in grief because of the memories attached to the ball. Can those memories or can the ball be replaced? Let's read in the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over there in the water. Merrily bouncing means happily jumping up and down. The poet says that what will the boy do now? The boy has lost his ball. What is he going to do? The poet says that I have seen his ball happily jumping up and down, falling from his hand and going into the street and then from there into the water. So the ball has dropped from his hand and gone into the water and it has been lost there. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. That means the words suggest that the loss is not important enough to worry about. But the poet says that there is no point of saying to the boy that it is not a big loss. It is not a loss that should be worried about because the boy is actually sad about the loss of his ball. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. That means a complete sorrow or sadness which has greatly affected the boy. Shaking grief means he is completely shocked and it has fixed the boy. That means he is completely affected by the loss. As he stands rigid, trembling, staring down. Rigid is stiff and unmovable. Trembling is shaking. Staring, that means continuously looking. All his young days into the harbor where his ball went, I would not intrude on him. Harbor is port and intrude means here it means enter the situation where one is not welcome. So the boy is shocked. He has become rigid. He is not able to move. He is shaking with fear and with sadness, and he has seen all his young days, that means all the memories attached to the ball, going into the harbor, into the port and then into the water, and his ball has gone. And the poet says that I am not going to interfere in this situation because I will let the boy be how he is feeling. I will let the boy show his grief. A dime another ball is worthless. Dime is a US currency. It is cents. Worthless is useless. So even if I give him many other balls or money to buy the ball, it will be useless. Now he senses his first responsibility in a world of possession. Possession means ownership. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always. Little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. So the poet says that now the boy is learning his first sense of responsibility. He is learning to be responsible. He is learning that in this world of ownership, in this materialistic world where things have more important, people will take away, people will snatch the things that are dear to you, or people will lose their things. Boys will lose their things, like the ball has dropped from his hand and he has lost it. So it will happen. Either people will snatch away something from you or you will lose something which is dear to you. And no one will buy your balls back. No one will buy anything that belongs to you back. Money is external. Even if those things are bought, the memories attached to those things will never be bought again. Something which is dear to you, if you lose it, it can be replaced by another thing physically, but can the memories be replaced? No. So money is external, but the feelings, the memories, the love, the attachment with that thing, it is internal and it is very dear and it can't be bought back. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. Desperate is hopeless. The epistemology of loss. Epistemology means knowledge and understanding. So through his desperate and hopeless eyes, this boy who is growing up, he is also learning the knowledge and understanding of loss. And he is also learning how to stand up, knowing that every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. And then he is also learning how to stand up, how to be strong, how to face losses, how to protect your things. So he is learning all this, he's getting all this knowledge and understanding of taking care of your things, dealing with losses, because he is growing up. He has suffered that loss and now he is learning from that loss that things will be lost. You have to be strong, you have to be accept the truth, you have to hold your things strong, and you have to become strong, you have to become responsible. Now here epistemology of loss means understanding the nature of loss, what it means to lose something. So he is learning the epistemology of loss. Now epistemology is a Greek word. Episteme means knowledge, and it comes from word meaning to understand. Epistemology is the study of nature of knowledge itself. So when you get knowledge, when you understand something, that is epistemology. And this boy is getting a knowledge. He's getting an understanding of loss, how to hold on, how to face losses, how to be strong. Now let's see the poetic devices. First, rhyming scheme. It's a free verse poem. No words are rhyming, so there is no rhyming scheme. Figure of speech. First is anaphora. What is anaphora? Use of repeated words in the beginning of two or more lines. So in these lines start with the same word. What, and merrily, merrily. So there is anaphora. Then there is also repetition. In the second line, what is repeated? And in this line, balls is repeated. So there is repetition. Buy is a ball back. Alliteration. Alliteration is when consonant sound of closely placed word is same. Then we have assonance in this word, learning well behind his desperate eyes. E sound is repeated again and again. Now, let's come to the question answers. Why does the poet say, I would not intrude on him? Why doesn't he offer him money to buy another ball? So the poet says that the boy is in complete grief after losing his ball and the memories with it. No other ball can replace or bring back his memories. So the poet doesn't want to intrude. He wants the boy to experience and learn through losses. Staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. Do you think the boy has had the ball for a long time? Is it linked to the memories of days when he played with it? Yes, of course, the boy had the ball for a long time. The ball was surely linked to some memories of the days when he played with it, as the boy was in complete grief and shock after losing the ball, and the poet says that no other ball can replace it. So it is obviously because of the memories attached to the ball. What does in the world of possessions mean? So in the world of possession means materialistic world where there is ownership, there is possession of something, and memories and feelings have no values. Do you think the boy has lost anything earlier? Pick out the words that suggest. No, the boy has not lost anything earlier because of the response he has shown when he lost his ball. He was completely lost. He was trembling. He was rigid. So this shows that this is the first loss that he is facing. What does the poet say the boy is learning from the loss of ball? Try to explain this in your own words. So as the boy lost his ball, he starts learning the real truth of life, that in life people will lose many things that can be dear and memorable to them, but they have to learn to accept the loss and move on. This is what the poem suggests to the boy. So we will end here in this video. I hope you have understood. If not, just comment. Thank you. Bye-bye.